Hi, you've reached my extended video review, which really kind of is the only review I'm doing now because I don't actually do extended written reviews anymore. Haven't in a long time. Maybe I should get back to doing those. Anyway, today I want to start off with a specialty camera. This is this is specific to the iPhone. It's called Seek, and it is a thermal camera. So you plug it into the USB-C slot on the bottom of the iPhone. That gives it its power, and it creates a thermal image or an infrared image of what it sees. Specialty cameras are really cool. That is one of the specialty cameras that I have. I have a couple of other specialty cameras that I use, and I have used for a while. Specialty cameras are always interesting. Obviously, another specialty camera that I use is right here, the wrist cam. That is a great specialty camera. Goes on your wrist. Now, here's the interesting reality. So I have been sharing a lot of pictures that I've taken with the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. First of all, I'm a huge Wayfarer fan. Ever since the delightful song by Roy Orbison about Wayfarers on. But the reality is the Ray-Ban glasses go on your eyes, so you're seeing what your eyes are seeing, right? Straight line. The wrist cam is on my wrist, so I actually have to raise my wrist up, which changes the angle. And I noticed the other day when I was doing that, that I was getting a slightly different view of what I was thinking about, right? I was looking at one thing and getting a slightly different view. And so based on that, it was an interesting thinking process. Anyway, moving along, specialty cameras. I have my OpSpot. Now that is connected to my Alienware desktop that is sitting in the basement in my office. That is the video conferencing I use for formal presentations when I'm recording in neat high quality. I use my work laptop for the majority of meetings that I do. But if I'm doing a training session, I use this one because it's a much better camera, and it's pretty cool. It works pretty well. It is connected to my, as I said, my Alienware desktop that's sitting right there. And as you can see, the top of my Alienware is decorated. Notice that I left the cooling system right here. I left it pretty much open, and the reason for that is obviously you do not want to put things that block the airflow out of that because it'll trap the air in the case. So what I did is I took a device or a 3D printed object that I made on purpose for this so that I could stack things on it. And obviously I have my hard drive and my DVD burner on that. I also have another DVD burner attached to my home laptop, and that's right here. This one is hooked up with Nero. Nero is the product I use to burn DVDs and things like that. It is a really good product. It's something that I'm a big fan of, but that's my primary DVD burner. This is the biggest, fastest, most powerful one that I have, and that's why I have it there. I have one next to my Mac. I have one on my PC. I have one on my other PC over there, and I have one on my Mac over in the corner. So it has become tradition in my reviews. We're going to wander over and turn on the Mac. We're going to walk by a couple of specialty, or at least one specialty camera. So there is the Dwarf 3. Again, I really, really love the Dwarf 3. Great camera, great system. I love the company. I really appreciate it. There's a couple of other cameras and things that I have. I'm going to turn the Mac on. Again, that's my tradition now, isn't it? But here is this is not a specialty camera. This is my DSLR. Has a protective case to avoid damaging the body. And then I have a couple more cameras underneath the thing. These are infrared or night vision cameras. This is my Stylus Tough. This is a really good camera, by the way. If you're really looking for a camera and you have small kids, the Olympus Stylus Tough is a great camera. You can drop it, and it will actually not break. So another camera. This is the home security system known as Canary, and I have those in the house facing every door. Just an important thing to do. So you've got home security. You don't have to worry about things. Anyway, that's another walking camera lane, as it were, today. Have a great day.